Mi, which is a riff off of a Woody Guthrie song. Woody Guthrie was born in Okemah, where my mother's family comes from, so there's kind of a odd connection there. The poem also involves dominoes, and I didn't realize it until I was maybe in my early 20s that like some people play dominoes as kind of like a kid's game, but where I'm from, it's a high stakes kind of poker game. I mean, dominoes is serious business. If you can't play well, like you don't sit at the table. Like it's one of those things. So this poem takes place in a domino hall and has it as kind of an extended metaphor and image throughout the poem. If you ain't got the do-re-mi. Someone in the hall yells dominoes, and just like that I'm shuffling bones over a card table. The clink-clink sound like dropping marbles into a wine glass. Fresh coffee, a slice of pie, and all appears as worn and smooth as an old Zippo. We have a radio and a space to eat, a space to talk, and when you don't feel like speaking, a space for silence and an ashtray or a game to pass the time. I play the double six, sip my coffee, and gaze into the faces of men who never went to war, never fought for peace and love or made it to college, but left the schoolyard in the 7th grade and spent the last hours of daylight welding horse trailers from the bare bones of steel beams, oiled and smoothed, then transformed into cages to haul thoroughbreds to Shreveport, Santa Fe, Oklahoma City, where 4 hooves and a beating heart are the means to a capital gain, a ticket for the small things in life, new linoleum, new washer and dryer, new teeth, the new smell of a new car. If I'm lucky, I'll leave this hand with a dime or a nickel, anything for a break, a good start. I take a bite of pie. I run my thumbs across the pips on the tile as if reading the future in Braille, picturing casinos off the interstate shining like Vegas, mecca of blinking lights and $3 steaks, where before there were only hay barns and unbroken lengths of sky. I picture sparrows on a fence, mockingbirds in the trees, farmers planting subsidized corn in the dark, knowing it will fail, knowing if the roots take hold they can fertilize every acre until it burns and withers back into dust for the coming spring. Anything for a little disaster relief, a handout in the heartland, because you can forget your stock portfolio. Forget about strapping what's left of your belongings to a Model T and heading west. There's no more California, no prospects of fortune. This state's rush was in '68 when impulsive welders went north to work the pipeline, sealing gaps with exquisite beads, pretty as Victorian penmanship. After all, this is where the wind comes swooping down the plains, where license plates tell us everything is okay, and it is, I suppose, so long as there's honey in my honey bear and milk in the fridge. For every gray sky, the kiss of spring. For every dead field, rodeos in July, the odor of cotton candy and horse shit, popcorn and keg beer. We sit in the stands waiting for a renegade bull or a clown to get what's been coming for him his whole life. Strange how much we love disaster, how I'll watch the Daytona 500 hoping for a collision, praying for a spill, until it's not so much a race as an assembly of motorized billboards smashing into one another at 188 miles per hour, 100 more than the 88 required to get back to the future and away from clock towers and the pressure to ensure your own existence. Someone changed the station and America sings out on the radio, Crystal Gale followed by Marty Robbins followed by Woody Guthrie and his tiresome locomotive blues. Song of the Dust Bowl, song of the banjo, song of the boxcar and red clay dirt. I check my watch, I drop a tile and look for a pattern, though I've got nothing but a double blank. I think I'm just better on paper. There's more danger in a popsicle stick than my fingertips. The trick is to be on the go, the way alcoholics' mouths move even when they're not speaking. On the muted TV, they're showing images of the Murr building, song of the Ryder truck, song of ammonium nitrate. The hours pile up like seeds in a grain elevator, but if you got the money, honey, I got the time. We start another round, draw another hand, and I wonder about the places I could have been tonight. Song of AstroTurf, song of the reservation, song of the double wide, the lazy boy, the microwavable pancake dinner. The tiles start to resemble a jagged spine, misshapen after years of bad posture. I try not to overthink the next play. I tell myself that in the end, every move's the same, so you might as well take off your coat and drop another quarter, say another prayer, score the odds on horses and weather, the likelihood of an early spring, song of the cattle prod, the seed catalog, the convergence of pressure systems that'll huff and puff and blow your house in. Thanks.